Hello my friends. Well, today picking up garbage, and let me say it's been quite the journey. Made a post on the Facebook group, Vancouver Vandwellers Facebook group. A couple people joined me, and let me show you what we got. We got these bike rack things. Here's my stick with a nail in the end of it. A couple bags there, but look at this, the mother load. We went in here, big ravine area, and there was tons of garbage down there. So this is what we did. Because it's the right thing to do. These guys got their generators going. So you may be wondering, why are you guys doing that? Well, somebody posted on the Vancouver Vandwellers Facebook group that some RVers and Vandwellers are leaving a bunch of garbage in this one particular area, and I thought of this idea before to go around and get a group of us and pick up some garbage, but when I read that guy's post, I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that. So that was the inspiration. And so, you know, a couple reasons why it's important to do, I think. Number one, I think it's an important thing to do to give back to the community whenever you can. And that's one small way of doing something. It cost me nothing, except for the $1.96 it cost me to make that stick with a nail in it. And so yeah, it cost me nothing. A couple hours of my time. It wasn't raining, which I was ready for it to be raining. I thought it might be, but it didn't rain. And the second reason was, or is, I should say, is I think, as we know, Vandwellers get kind of a bad reputation. Some Vandwellers do leave garbage and leave a mess, and I think there's a mental health issue there as well. I think people that don't care about themselves don't care about their surroundings, and certainly don't care about other people. So I figured this was a way to kind of show the community that we live in that there are responsible Vandwellers who are trying to contribute and do something positive for the community. So cleaning up the garbage was a great way of doing that. And I did post it on Reddit that we're going to do this. And actually 2 people showed up from the post that I made. Well, the young guy at the pickup truck, that's from Reddit. And that was awesome because he said, you know, we can just load the garbage bags in the back of my truck and I can bring them to the job site or something. So that was great. Another guy came, but he wasn't really with the group. He just had a garbage bag and was collecting it. Didn't really say much to us. And then we had about 3 other people from the Vancouver Vandwellers Facebook group show up. So that was great. So, picking up garbage, and I look up, and I see my ex-wife and my 2 kids. And I'm like, what the heck are you guys doing here? Do you guys see it on the Facebook group? Or like, how the heck did you know? I don't even think they know about the Facebook group. I did tell my son, but, you know, he didn't remember or anything. They just happened to be in the area, which is really weird because we're in Vancouver, and I'm usually not in Vancouver proper, and they live out in the suburbs a bit as well. So to see them at that location was very odd. Very odd, but the ex-wife was getting some new tires on the car, which is great because hers are bald. So of all the places I could run into them, I ran into them with a buggy full of garbage. It's like, hey, how's it going? It's good for the kids to see their dad doing something positive to, you know, be a positive role model for them, and hopefully inspire them to do something positive as they get older as well. Here we have a bottle full of needles. That is like really wacky. And there's a whole basket full of unused needles that we're just going to leave right here because they're unused, and if someone wants a clean one, they want to wash the dirt off. I don't know. We decided to leave them there just in case. We found a lot of needles, like a lot. I'd say like 20 or 30, and a lot of them were unused, but there were a fair amount of them that were used, and that was kind of freaky. I definitely was very apprehensive about picking them up, but I just made sure I was very cautious and grab it by the middle, and we put them into pop bottles that we had the lid for, and that way we could secure them properly, because you don't want to get stabbed with a needle, a used needle, get HIV or something not good. That was definitely not the least pleasant part of the whole thing, I would say. So in the future, I would like to do this again for sure. Maybe when the weather gets a little bit nicer. It's a little bit chilly. It wasn't too bad. Another idea I have is to buy a jar of peanut butter, jar of jam, and a loaf of bread, and make a couple loaves of sandwiches and bring them downtown and give them to the homeless people. There's quite a few homeless people in downtown Vancouver, and you know, I can make the Facebook post again, and if you get half a dozen people, you know, you could do some good. And it's kind of like the power of community, you know. If you can get a group of people together, someone just has to have the idea and be willing to put it into reality, and we can do those kinds of things. So if you so desire, I encourage you to try to do the same thing in your area. There's going to be garbage all over the place, and there's going to be people that are hungry as well. So my opinion is, no matter what the situation, everybody should have somebody warm to sleep and should have food. So yeah. So that's something I would like to do in the future, is to make some sandwiches. It wouldn't cost more than like maximum of $20, a couple loaves of bread, jar of peanut butter, jar of jam, and some time. Yeah, I'd like to do that. And in a way, putting on a YouTube video kind of holds my feet to the fire, because it's easy to be lazy and think, oh, it's raining, I don't want to do that. Well, get an umbrella, buddy, no big deal.
A little step up like this, and then putting the canopy on top, because right now it goes flush with the top of my roof, and I sleep in there for camping, etc., but
I promise you it gets old pretty freaking fast to not have the head space.
Yeah.
Because in my vehicle right now, I had to put the top actually pops up and it has another sleeping area up top, but it's super cold.
Right.
So I blocked it off with like...
Alright guys, well that does it for this one. Thanks for watching, and be well, my friends.